Smoked Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoked Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com. Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our two locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
Hi, I'm Richard Mendez with A1 Bail Bonds. If you find yourself in a jam, we're your plan. We'll put your feet back on the street. A1 Bail Bonds. Go Lions.
At Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service, we've got your towing in Lockhart and surrounding areas covered. Founded in 1967 by Jesse Johnny Barone and Fidelia Barone, Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service is a family-owned and operated business in Lockhart, Texas, and have been in the business for over 50 years now. That means we've got the experience that it takes to be the best. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service provides wrecker and towing service 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with a bilingual staff of dispatchers, drivers, office staff, and managers who provide excellent and friendly customer service. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service will treat you like you're part of the family, ready to assist you when you need it. Our friendly, experienced staff will get you and your vehicle where you need to go safely. Come by and visit us at 1400 South Commerce Street in Lockhart, Texas, or call us at 512-668-4840. Johnny and Barone's Wrecker Service. We're committed to providing a service you can be proud of.
Kent Riddle Properties has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being one of the top sponsors of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
Lockhart's Daily Grind is located at 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or visit our other location, Kyle's Daily Grind, at 607 West Center Street in Kyle, Texas. We proudly provide a quality cup of coffee organically grown from Honduras and amazing customer service with each visit. Sign up for our loyalty program that's redeemable at either location. Earn a point for every dollar spent to redeem discounts on future orders. Order online at Lockhart'sDailyGrind.com or KylesDailyGrind.com to stay ahead of your busy schedule. Let us cater your next event with hot and cold brewed coffee, lemonade, muffins, and more. Reach out at Lockhart'sDailyGrind@gmail.com. Lockhart's Daily Grind, 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, or Kyle's Daily Grind at 607 West Center Street in Kyle. Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride sports broadcast.
The golden age of recruiting is now. Welcome to Recon Athlete.
If you're looking for a custom-made tumbler for yourself or as a gift, Shimmer Me tumblers can create what you need. From the pro sports like the NFL and the NBA, as well as college sports and Lockhart Lions sports, and inspirational tumblers. At Shimmer Me Tumblers we can also create custom-made pens and mechanical pencils. So if it's a custom-made pen, mechanical pencil or tumbler, we can create just about any design to give your tumbler, pen and pencil a one-of-a-kind look. So, just look no further than Shimmer Me Tumblers designed by Blanca and Emilio Juarez. You can find us on Facebook, or you can email us at juarez0725@icloud.com.
The golden age of recruiting is now. Welcome to Recon Athlete.
All right, and we're here for today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Varsity Baseball live from Lions Field, as our Lockhart Lions will be hosting the McCallum Knights in their game 2 here in district play against the Knights. Of course, they played McCallum this past Monday night at Northwest Field right off of Show Creek, and the McCallum Knights came out with a victory by a final score of 3-0. And that dropped Lockhart's record to 3-1 in district play. And the McCallum Knights remain unbeaten at 4-0, along with Anderson Trojans 4-0, Austin LaSalle, Lockhart Lions both 3-1. And rounding out the bottom of the district, Austin Crockett Cougars 2-2, Travis Rebels 0-4, Northeast Raiders 0-4, and Navarro Vikings 0-4. Lockhart Lions have an overall record of 10-8-1, and once again a 3-1 record in district play. Let's go around the horn real quick as we're waiting for the umpires to come in to have the coaches meeting, but looks like we might get a little bit of a late 7 p.m. start. But let's go around the horn real quick for the Lockhart Lions. Of course, on the mound, starting for the Lockhart Lions, will be number 13, Ivan Gonzalez. Behind the plate, catching for the Lions is number 4, Ethan Bryant. Playing first base will be Ethan Mendez. At second base, it's going to be Gavin Gomez. At third base, it will be Gage Deutsch. At shortstop, Jacob Contreras. And this is how the outfield will play out from left field to right field. It'll be Jacob Wisnett, number 1 at left field. At center field, Giovanni Vasquez. And at right field will be Nick Ojeda, who will be at right field for the Lockhart Lions. Batting lineup for the McCallum Knights will be number 1, Wyatt Cunningham, leading things off. He'll be at center field. Batting second, number 10, Nico Sanchez. He'll be at shortstop. Batting third, number 9, Diego Barras, the pitcher for the Knights tonight. Batting fourth, number 20, J.J. Valle Solis, the designated hitter. He's going to be batting for Jacob Ramirez, number 8, who will be at third base. Batting fifth, number 18, Andy Honey, and he'll be at first base. Behind the plate for the Knights, once again, is going to be number 7, Pablo Lopez, batting in the number 6 spot. Playing second, batting 7th for the Knights, number 12, Kai Freesom. He'll be at second base, as I mentioned. Batting 8th, number 6, Kobe Summers, and he'll be at left field. And rounding up the batting order for the Knights, batting 9th, number 2, Lear Freesom, and he'll be at right field for the Knights as we continue to wait for the umpires to show up. They are in the house, just not in the living room, put it that way. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and my name's Emilio the Sarge Juarez. I'll be bringing you all the live play-by-play action for tonight's district game between the Lockhart Lions and McCallum Knights. Off to my right is going to be my compadre, Paul Ancita. He's going to be working the scoreboard here at the stadium, as well as working the Kent Riddle Property scoreboard. If you look to the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you'll be able to follow along with the game with every run, strikeout, hit, inning, all courtesy of the Kent Riddle Property scoreboard. I want to thank Kent Riddle for his support of Lockhart Lions Sports and his sponsorship of Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Not only his support and sponsorship, Kent Riddle is also back in the studios doing the QAing for us tonight, making sure that we look good and sound good for all you Lockhart Lion fans and any of you Knight fans that are tuning in and watching the game, whether it be on Facebook or on our YouTube channel. I want to welcome you to the broadcast and hope you enjoy tonight's baseball game, as we had a thriller of a game on Monday night as the McCallum Knights once again defeated the Lions 3-0. But it was a very highly contested baseball game between these two. And we was treated to another fantastic ball game in the junior varsity division last night as the McCallum Knights defeated the Lockhart Lions in junior varsity action right here at Lions Field by a final score of 3-2. Man, it looks like we're going to have the umpires coming to the field, and we'll have our meeting. And as soon as the meeting is over, we're going to have our announcements, which I'll be doing the PA. So we'll be cutting off our mic, and turning on the crowd mic, so you can listen to the announcements for tonight's ball game. So I'm going to go and turn off my mic, and turn up the crowd mic. And we'll get to the announcements here very shortly. And then we'll be right back for the first pitch of tonight's baseball game between the Lockhart Lions and the McCallum Knights right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lions Field, home of the Lockhart Lions baseball team. This evening's game will feature the Lockhart Lions versus the Austin McCallum Knights. And now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting team, the Austin McCallum Knights, starting with the reserve players. Number 4, Jackson Cox. Number 5, Cal Dunham. Number 8, Jacob Ramirez. Number 11, Sam Stevens. Number 14, T.O. Freesom. Number 15, Braden Roeder. Number 16, John Dietz. Number 17, Charlie Cox. Number 22, Nathan Nagy. Number 24, Juan Valle. And number 25, Braden Price. And leading off for the Austin McCallum Knights, number 1 at playing center field, Wyatt Cunningham. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 10, Nico Sanchez. Batting third and on the mound for the Knights, number 9, Diego Barras. Batting fourth and designated hitter, number 20, J.J. Valles Solis. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 18, Andy Honey. Batting sixth and playing catcher, number 7, Pablo Lopez. Playing second and batting seventh, number 12, Kai Freesom. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 6, Kobe Summers. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 2, Lear Friesman. The Austin McCallum Knights are led by head coach Brandon Grant and assistant coach Steve Sear. And now for the starting lineups for your Lockhart Lions varsity baseball team. Starting with the reserve players, number 2, James Magallanes. Number 5, Landon Hernandez. Number 11, Jesse Ancida. Number 15, Luis Flores. Number 17, Sean Schexnader. Number 18, Zeke Rodriguez. Number 19, Gavin Renteria. And number 21, Jacob Mireles. And leading off for your Lockhart Lions will be number 3, playing second, Gavin Gomez. Batting second, playing left field, number 1, Jacob Wisner. Batting third and playing shortstop, Jacob Contreras. Batting fourth and playing right field, number 6, Nick Ojeda. Batting fifth and playing first, number 16, Ethan Mendez. Batting sixth and playing catcher, number 4, Ethan Bryant. Batting seventh and on the mound for the Lockhart Lions, number 13, Ivan Gonzalez. Batting eighth and playing third, number 10, Gage Deutsch. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 9, Giovanni Vasquez. The Lockhart Lions are led by head coach Trey Honeycutt, assistant coaches Mike Rocha, Colton Collins, and Lee Hole. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please remove your caps and rise for the playing of our national anthem?
Play ball. There's a party going on around town. It's one rowdy cowboy throwdown. Here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, best of the best come here to put their...
All right, and welcome back here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. As once again, it's going to be a District 17 5A matchup between the 3-1 Lockhart Lions and the visiting 4-0 Austin McCallum Knights. And once again, going to be leading off for the Knights will be number 1, Wyatt Cunningham, the center fielder for the Knights. And on the mound for the Lockhart Lions will be Ivan Gonzalez. And let's take you a quick trip around the horn with the Lockhart Lions. On the mound, Ivan Gonzalez behind the plate, Ethan Bryant. Ethan Mendez at first, Gavin Gomez at third, Jacob Contreras at short, Gage Deutsch at third, Wisnut at left field, Vasquez at center field, and Ojeda in right field. So here we go as Wyatt Cunningham steps up to the plate. The senior Gonzalez on the mound for the Lions. And the first pitch is going to be high for ball 1. The 0-1 pitch will be outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count to the leadoff batter, Cunningham. In the on-deck circle for the Knights is number 10, Nico Sanchez, the shortstop. And the 2-0 pitch is going to be high for ball 3. The 3-0 pitch on the way. And that'll be a called strike on the outside corner for strike 1. 3-1 the count. And that one's just going to miss on the inside, and Cunningham will reach base on a walk.
Now batting for the Knights, number 10, Nico Sanchez.
So Nico Sanchez will be stepping into the batter's box with Wyatt Cunningham at first base. The leadoff batter reaching base on a walk. And that one be right up in the strike zone for strike 1. I want to give a shout out to my wife, Blanca Juarez, who's watching the game tonight from the confines of the house. I want to thank her for all her support and what I do here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Going around to bunt is Sanchez, scooped up by Gonzalez out to first. And that'll be out number 1 as Cunningham will advance over to second base.
Now batting number 9, Diego Barras.
So Diego Barras will be stepping up to the plate. The pitcher for the Knights. Of course, we saw Nathan Nagy go the distance and the victor on Monday night for the McCallum Knights. And a timeout at the home plate. Give another shout out to Kent Riddle. He's here at the stadium and watching on his iPad, doing double duty today. Once again, I want to thank him for all his support. And that one's going to be fouled away for strike 1. Breaking ball missing up high for ball one. 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A swing and a drive to center field. Vasquez is running up to it. Runner will not go to throw to second, not in time.
Now batting number 20, J.J. Valles Solis.
So J.J. Valles Solis will be stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter for the Knights. Batting cleanup. And the on-deck circle will be the first baseman, number 18, Andy Honey. Once again, 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning. And Solis will look at the first pitch for strike 1. A couple of shout-outs. Susana K. Fuentes said, "Let's go, Lions," number 9. And that's the center fielder, Giovanni Vasquez, who made the squeeze for out number 2. 0-1 pitch. It's going to be high for ball 1. 1-1 the count. One pitch on the way. Breaking ball just behind the helmet of Solis for ball 2. 2-2 to count. A swing and a miss for strike 2. That'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The leadoff batter, Wyatt Cunningham, reached base on a walk and advanced to second. The senior Gonzalez on the mound, set to deliver the 2-2 pitch. And a timeout's going to be called at the plate by Solis. That one's going to be hit towards the right fielder, Ojeda. He's going to be coming up throwing. So base hit to right field for Solis will put runners on the corners. On a great job by Ojeda to bring that ball in a hurry.
Now batting number 18, Andy Honey.
All right, so Andy Honey will step up to the plate, the first baseman. And he'll be up with 2 runners on the base pads with 2 outs, though. Nice drive by Solis to go the opposite direction. And a great play by Ojeda to throw the ball in as fast as possible, as quick as possible, as Cunningham was looking to turn and looking to head his way home. That one's going to be hit towards center field. And that'll find the gap in right center field as Vasquez will chase it down. And Honey will drive in the first run of the game as Solis will head to third.
Now batting number 7, Pablo Lopez.
So that'll bring up Pablo Lopez with 2 outs. And runners on the corner. Honey at first, Solis at third. And the first pitch to Lopez is going to be outside for ball one. Throw to first. Not in time as O'Neill is able to slide back underneath the tag of Mendez. And that'll be a strike on the outside corner for strike one. That one will be swung on and fouled down the right side. Bryant will give it chase, but it'll head out of play for strike two. And Gonzalez is going to step off the pitcher's mound. Resets himself. And that one will be a chopper to the third baseman, Gage Doyce, over to first base for out number 3. And that'll do it. After 1/2 an inning, the Knights score 1 run on 2 hits with 1 walk and lead the Lockhart Lions 1-0. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Kent Riddle Properties has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being one of the top sponsors of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
And now leading off for the Lockhart Lions, number 3, Gavin Gomez.
So Gavin Gomez will lead things off for the Lockhart Lions here in the bottom half of the first inning, as the McCallum Knights are able to put 1 run across the plate in their top half of the inning. We'll see the 1-2-3 hitters, Jacob Wisnut in the on-deck circle, and Jacob Contreras in the hole as the first pitch to Gomez going to be outside and low for ball 1. And that one will be high for ball 2. A little unorthodox delivery from the pitcher. We were talking about it during the break. But nonetheless, got some nice control and some nice speed on him. A swing and a miss for strike 1. So 2-1 pitch to Gavin Gomez coming up. And that one to be outside for ball 3. 3-1 to count to the leadoff batter for the Lions. And that'll be ball 4, as we'll have a line at first base.
Now batting for the Lions, number 1, Jacob Wisnut.
All right, so Wisnut will step into the batter's box. Well, over to first base, not in time. Once again, over to first base. Quick move by Barras to first. Nice bringing it home as Wisnut had turned to show bunt, pulled back for ball 1. Over to first base, a little bit high on the throw. But Gomez is going to be able to slide back underneath the tag of Honey. Squared him around the bunt once again, pulled back for strike 1 on the outside corner. And that ball's going to get away from the first baseman as Gomez is going to get up and make his way to second. So with a 1-1 count, Gomez is going to advance to second on the errant throw to first. Wisnut squared around the bunt, pulled back, and strike 2. Right at the knees. That one's going to be fouled back to the catcher as Lopez was unable to hang on to it. So Wisnut will stay at the plate. Count will still remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Ground ball hit towards the shortstop, fielded over to first base, and that's going to get away from the first baseman, and in comes Gomez scoring from third as Wisnut heads to second. So Wisnut will get an infield single and reach second on an error.
Now batting for the Lions, number 7, Jacob Contreras.
So Jacob Contreras, the senior shortstop, will be stepping into the plate. We're stepping into the batter's box as Wisnut's at second base. Gets an RBI single. Contreras pops up the bunt, fouling out of play for strike 1. Trying to get Wisnut over. So the count's going to be 0-1 to Contreras as Wisnut's at first base. And turn around to show bunt. Lays it down as the pitcher picks it up over to third base. A little high. And runners will be safe as Contreras will reach on a fielder's choice. And Wisnut will advance to third.
Now batting for the Lions, number 6, Nick Ojeda.
So Nick Ojeda will step into the batter's box as the Lions have tied things up as Gomez scored a couple of plays ago, is tied up at 1 apiece. Wisnut's at third base, Contreras at first base. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. A swing and a miss for strike 1. As Contreras bunted the ball back to the pitcher, Barras, he turned to throw to third base and threw a little high. That one's going to be hit towards the shortstop. Over to second. Not in time. Is going to get away from the second baseman. Contreras will go to third, and Wisnett will come on home for run number 2 for the Lions.
Now batting for the Lions, number 16, Ethan Mendez.
Well, it looks like before Ethan Mendez steps into the batter's box, there's going to be a little timeout at the pitcher's mound. And that looks like head coach Brandon Grant going out there. Lockhart Lions jumping on the McCallum Knights here in the bottom half of the first inning after the Knights scored 1 in the top half. First 2 batters get on the base pads as Goldman and Wisnett have made their round trip around the base pads to score. Contreras is at third base, and Ojeda is at first. And the freshman, Ethan Mendez at the plate. And once again, nobody out here in the bottom half of the first. And that one's going to be hit down the right side. And that one's going to be fouled and out of play for strike 1. Right idea for Mendez, just a little bit too far foul. That one's going to be up high for ball 1. 1-1 to count to Mendez. And that one's going to be low for ball 2. 2-1 to count. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching today's broadcast, or tonight's broadcast of Lockhart Lion Baseball versus the Austin McCallum Knights. Welcome all you Lion fans and Knight fans that are tuning in. 2-1 pitch going to be high for ball 3. 3-1 to count to Mendez. We got 2 Lions on the base pads. Contreras at third base, Ojeda at first. Gomez and Wisnett's already made their rounds around the base pads and put 2 runs up on the board for the Lions. That one's going to be hit right back to the pitcher as he'll turn and throw it to first base for out number 1.
Now batting for the Lions, number 4, Ethan Bryant.
So on the ground out back to the pitcher, Ojeda will advance to second base. Contreras remains at third. Bryant at the plate, the catcher for the Lions. And he'll swing at the first pitch high towards left field. Charging in is a left fielder, and he's not going to be able to make the catch as he overran it. And Contreras will come in and score.
Now batting for the Lions, number 13, Ivan Gonzalez.
So the pitcher, Gonzalez, will come up to the plate with 2 runners on the base pads. It looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in as Louis Flores will be coming in to run for Ethan Bryant. Ojeda at second base. Gonzalez at the plate. Lockhart Lions have put 3 runs here in the bottom half of the first inning and lead 3-1. And the first pitch to Gonzalez will be a strike call on the outside. And once again, only 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. And the 0-1 pitch will be high for ball one. 1-1 the count. In the on-deck circle for the Lions is going to be the third baseman, number 10, Gage Deutsch. Had a great play to end the top half of the first inning. That one's going to be driven to left field, and that's going to get right past the left fielder. Coming around third base will be Nick Ojeda. Advancing to third will be Flores. And Ojeda will slide in safely as Gonzalez will get to second on the throw home. And Flores will go all the way to third.
Now batting for the Lions, number 10, Gage Deutsch.
So Gage Deutsch will be stepping into the batter's box as the Lions have put 4 runs across the plate. And coming in the courtesy run for Ivan Gonzalez will be number 2, James Magallanes. As Gage Deutsch steps up to the plate, the freshman for the Lions with only 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. Swinging a drive to right field, right center field. The center fielder's coming in charging, and he'll make the catch. Flores will act like he's running home, and a great throw by the center fielder.
Now batting for the Lions, number 9, Giovanni Vasquez.
So Giovanni Vasquez will step up to the plate as a number 9 hitter coming up to the batter's box for the Lions here in the bottom half of the first inning with 2 outs. That one's going to be hit right back up the middle. Flores will score. They're going to send Magallanes. They're going to hold Magallanes up. But Flores will score as Magallanes will go to third. Vasquez will be at first.
Now batting for the Lions, number 3, Gavin Gomez.
So the Lockhart Lions have batted around here in the bottom half of the first inning as Gomez comes up to the plate. Lockhart Lions only produced 3 hits on Monday night. So far here in the bottom half of the first inning, they've had 5 hits in the bottom half of the first inning alone. And were shut out Monday night, but now they have 5 runs here in the bottom of the first inning. Big explosion of runs and hits for the Lockhart Lions. So the first pitch to Gonzalez was ball 1. And he'll take a swing at that one down the left side. Runners are on the move. And that one's going to be in and out of the hands of the shortstop. And Magallanes will score. And that'll be an error on the shortstop.
Now batting for the Lions, number 1, Jacob Wisnut.
So it looks like this is going to be a players-only meeting at the mound. So an error on out number 3 keeps the game going for the Lockhart Lions. As Vasquez is at second base, Gomez at first. The sophomore Jacob Wisnut at the plate. He singled and scored in the first inning. Well, we're still in the bottom of the first inning. He scored in his first plate appearance. Here he is for his second plate appearance. That one's going to be high and inside for ball 1. So the Lions have put 6 runs across the plate here in the bottom of the first, looking to add a couple of more as Wisnut goes to 2-0. Count is 2-0 to Wisnut. And he'll take a swing at that one, and he'll foul that one back to the glove for strike 1. 2-1 pitch on the way is going to be swung on and popped up towards the right side. That might be trouble as well. But the second baseman will slide on over and make the catch to end the bottom half of the first inning. But not before the Lockhart Lions are able to put 6 runs on the plate, across the plate, on 5 hits, no strikeouts, and 1 walk. So after 1 inning of play, it is the Lockhart Lions 6, the McCallum Knights 1. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
At One Ghost Fitness, our main focus is providing a premium one-on-one personal training experience. Our comfortable and friendly environment ensures each person reaches their maximum potential. Coach Andrea and Coach Hector are ready for your fitness journey. We can train any individual from women to men ages 60 plus. If you've had knee, shoulder, or back problems recently, we can help. We train high school or college athletes with strength and mobility, and regular people just wanting to live a better life and lose some fat on the way. We're located at 903 Fannin Street in Lockhart, Texas, or you can reach us at 512-787-6271. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. One Ghost Fitness.
Now batting for the Knights, number 12, Kai Friesum. So Kai Friesman will step into the batter's box here in the top half of the second inning. Gonzalez on the mound will deliver the first pitch. It's going to be outside for ball 1. That one's going to be driven down the left side, and that one will be foul for strike 1. 1-1 the count to Kai Friesum. And the on-deck circle for the Knights will be number 6, Colby Summer, the left fielder. Followed up by number 2, Lear Friesum, the right fielder. Breaking ball just missing low for ball 2. 2-1 the count. And that'll be low for ball 3. Three and 1 count to the leadoff batter here in the top half of the second inning. And for the second straight inning in a row, the leadoff batter takes a walk to first.
Now batting for the Knights, number 6, Colby Summer.
And that'll bring up the left fielder, Colby Summer, up to the plate. He'll come up with nobody out, and Friesum at first base. Kai Friesum, as there's 3 Friesums on the team. And Kai Friesman's the older of the 3, as Lear Friesum and Teal Friesum are twin brothers. And that'll be called strike on the inside to Summer. So 0-1 count to Summers. A throw over to first base, and Friesum's going to slide back safely. It's going to be hit to the first baseman. And a foot race to the bag, and they're going to call him safe as Summers was able to beat Mendez back to the bag.
Now batting number 2, Lear Friesum.
So the first 2 Knights of the top half of the second inning are on the base paths. Kai Friesum at second base, Colby Summers at first, and Lear Friesum at the plate with nobody out. As Gonzalez made his turn to go to first, second, just to get the runner back. The throw over to first base, not in time. A 1-0 count to Friesen. And that's going to be high for ball 2. As Lear Friesen is ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. And that'll be called strike right down the middle. 2-1 to count. Two-one pitch on the way. That'll miss outside for ball 3. That one's going to be driven to left field as Wisnett will come up to it. The round and third on his way home is Kai Friesen. And the Knights will score their second run of the game. As Summers will go to second. Lear Friesen to first.
Now batting for the Knights, number 1, Wyatt Cunningham.
And that'll bring up Wyatt Cunningham up to the plate, his second plate appearance. He led the game off with a walk and scored the first run for the Knights. As the Knights have 2, the Lockhart Lions 6 here in the top half of the second inning. That one's going to be hit right back towards right center field. And they're going to wave the runner around coming home. And that's going to be Summers scoring the third run of the game as Lear Friesen goes to third base.
Now batting number 10, Nico Sanchez.
Little discussion between the home plate umpire and Ivan Gonzalez, the pitcher. As the Knights have 2 runners on the base pads at the corners, Lear Friesen at third base and Wyatt Cunningham at first. And that'll bring up Nico Sanchez up to the plate with nobody out. With 2 runs already across the plate here in the top half of the second. Right now the score is McCallum Knights 3, Lockhart Lions 6. All right, well, here we go. Back to play. Nico Sanchez, the shortstop at the plate. And he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. Well, Sanchez will be looking at an 0-1 count. Nobody out. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 count coming up to Sanchez, who grounded out to the pitcher, his first plate appearance. Throw to first base just to get the runner, Cunningham, back on the bag. Once again, Lear Friesen at third base. So 0-2 pitch on the way. And we'll have to wait as the ball goes back to first base. And that one's going to be high for ball one. Trying to get Sanchez to chase after a bad one. Here we go back into action over to first base. Still wait the 1-2 pitch. And we'll have a time called at the plate. So everybody will reset and we'll do it all over again. 1-2 count. That one's going to be swung on to right center field. Upcoming is Nick Ojeda. He'll make the catch to throw home. Will not be in time as Lear Friesman will score on the tag up on a great throw by Ojeda from right field.
Now batting number 9, Diego Barras.
So the pitcher, Diego Barras, will step up to the plate. He popped up to the center fielder, his first plate appearance. So there's one out now here in the top half of the second inning. Cunningham still at first base. That one's going to be hit towards center field, and Vasquez will camp underneath it. He'll make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting number 20, J.J. Valles Solis.
So Solis will step into the batter's box, the designated hitter. He singled to a right field back in the first inning. And he comes up to the plate with 2 outs. Cunningham at first base with a big lead. The throw over to first. Not in time as Cunningham's able to slide back underneath the tag of Mendez. And a breaking ball just missing for ball 1. Snap throw to first base. Not in time. It's going to be ball 2 to Solis. Couple of shout outs. Kathy Stanley says, "Let's go Lions." Rosie Ramirez says, "Good luck, Ethan." So 2 balls, no strike. Pitch on the way. It's going to be called strike 1 right down the middle. 2-1 count to Solis. McCallum Knights have put 3 runs across the plate here in the top half of the second. And a swing and a miss for strike 2 on a huge breaking ball from Gonzalez. That'll make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a timeout is going to be called at the plate by Solis. And that one will just miss on the outside. That'll make the count 4 at 3 balls, 2 strikes. With 2 outs, we'll probably see Cunningham on the move. And that one's going to be high for ball 4.
Now batting number 18, Andy Honey.
So Andy Honey will step into the batter's box as Solis walked. Honey singled to right center field and was left stranded at first base. And he'll take the first pitch for ball one. And that'll be low for ball two. 2-0 the count to Honey, the first baseman. And that'll catch the outside corner for strike one. 2-1 to count. Two-one pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike two. And that'll even up the count at 2 apiece. So 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike three. And Gonzalez will pick up his first strikeout of the game. So after the top half of the second inning, the Knights put 3 runs across the plate on 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. And after an inning and a half of play, it is Lockhart Lions 6, McCallum Knights 4. And we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
Now batting for the Lions, number 7, Jacob Contreras. So Contreras will be stepping up to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the second inning. Contreras reached on a fielder's choice and scored back at the bottom of the first. Big 6-run inning for the Lions. They'll take a look at the first pitch in the dirt outside for ball one. Diego Barre still on the mound for the Knights. One 1-0 pitch on the way, and that'll be outside. Deja vu for ball two. Hitters count for Contreras. That one's going to be swung on, and that one go down to the right side, and that'll be out of play for strike one. So that'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Contreras. That one's going to be hit towards the right side, and that's going to be fair. So Contreras will reach base.
Now batting for the Lions, number 6, Nick Ojeda.
All right, so Nick Ojeda's turn around, square around to show bunt. And he'll bunt that one foul for strike one. So the count's going to be no balls and 1 strike to Ojeda. Contreras at first base. Turn around to show bunt. Bunts right past it for strike 2. 0-2 to count. Over to first base. Swinging a drive down the right side. That's going to be fair or in play. As Nick Ojeda and Contreras with back-to-back singles to right field.
Now batting for the Lions, number 16, Ethan Mendez.
So Ethan Mendez will step up to the batter's box with 2 lines on the base pads. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the second inning. Contreras at second, Ojeda at first. And Mendez comes up to the plate, looks at the first pitch for ball 1. Mendez grounded out to the pitcher, his first plate appearance. Back in the big 6-run inning. 6-run first inning for the Lions. Chopper down the left side, and that one's going to be foul for strike 1. And the on-deck circle for the Lions will be number 4, Ethan Bryant. And in the hole, number 13, Ivan Gonzalez. So 1-1 count. And that one's going to be low and in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 to count to Mendez. And throw over to second, not in time. Trying to keep Contreras close to the bag. That one to catch that outside corner for strike 2. That'll even up the count at 2 apiece. So 2-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on and missed for a strikeout. And out number 1.
Now batting for the Lions, number 4, Ethan Bryant.
So Bryant will be stepping up to the plate with 1 out and 2 runners on the base pads. Contreras at second, Ojeda in first base. And Bryant will look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. No pitch on the way. That's going to be high for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes to count to Bryant. And that'll catch the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 to count. Once again, only 1 out here in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. And that one will be tipped back to the glove for strike 2. 2-2 to count. Two pitch on the way. That one's going to be swung on and hit towards the right side. Second baseman's going to come up with it. Errant throw to second, and everybody's going to be safe. And that'll load the bases up for Ivan Gonzalez.
Now batting for the Lions, number 13, Ivan Gonzalez.
So with 1 out, bases are loaded as Luis Flores comes in to run for Bryant, the catcher. Got Contreras at third, Ojeda at second, and Flores at first running for Bryant. The senior, Ivan Gonzalez, at the plate. And he'll look at the first pitch, high and inside for ball 1. Of course, Gonzalez is the pitcher for the Lions, so he could help out his cause with the base hit to put some more runs on the board for the Lions, who lead 6-4 over the McCallum Knights. District 17 5A matchup. That one's going to be fouled back to the backstop for strike 1. And you got an update with some Lady Longhorns basketball as Kent Riddle chimes in. Texas 66, Ohio State 63. So the ladies are going to the Elite 8 in the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship. 1-1 pitch is going to be high for ball 2. So congratulations to the Lady Longhorns, excuse me. Of course, the Lady Lions suffered their first defeat in district play since 2019 against Anderson the other night. The ladies are looking to restart a new winning streak tonight, if I'm correct. And a big swing and a miss for strike 2 to Gonzalez. And 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, bases loaded for the Lions. Contreras at third, Ojeda at second, Flores at first. And that one's going to be outside. That'll make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Well, 3-2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be swung on and popped up to the right side. First baseman's going to cap underneath it. That'll be out number 2.
Now batting for the Lions, number 10, Gage Deutsch.
So Gage Deutsch will step up to the plate. He flew out to the center fielder. His first plate appearance. And he comes up with 2 outs. And bases loaded, full of Lions. He'll look at the first pitch, high for ball 1. And the on-deck circle will be Giovanni Vasquez. And I want to catch the inside corner for strike 1. So Gage is looking at a 1-1 count. And an update from Miss Reyna. Of course, her daughter Tamar Reyna's on the Lockhart Lions varsity team. So the Lady Lions won 17-1 against Navarro. So a way to get back into the win column for the Lady Lions. So 2-1 count to Gage Deutsch, and he'll take a swing at it. This one's going to be popped up high to the shortstop. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. And the Lions will leave the bases loaded on no runs. 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and no walk. And we're going to take a quick timeout. So after 2 innings of play, score still remains Lockhart Lions 6, McCallum Knights 4. And we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're looking for drywall and paint work done, look no further than Reyna Drywall and Paint. Owner and operator Robert Reyna is MBE, DBE, and HUB certified. Whether it's commercial or residential, metal framing, suspended ceilings, doors, and hardware, Reyna Drywall and Paint is the one to call. You can call Robert Reyna at 512-925-0634 or send an email to reynaconstruction@sbcglobal.com.
So Pablo Lopez will step into the batter's box. And he'll look at the first pitch for ball 1. And he'll look at the second pitch for strike 1, 1-1 count. High breaking ball for ball 2, 2-1 the count. So 2-1 pitch on the way from Gonzalez, and that one's going to be popped up as Bryant will turn around and look at it as it goes out of play for strike 2. 2-2 the count now. To the leadoff batter here in the top half of the 3rd inning, Pablo Lopez, the catcher for the Knights. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Swinging a drive to right field. That one's curving and slicing, and that one will be foul. As Ojeda was giving it chase out there. Count will still remain knotted up at 2 apiece. And that one will be high for ball 3. 3-2 the count. That would be a chopper down the left side, foul. And for the 3rd straight inning in a row, the Knights get their leadoff batter on the base pads.
Now batting for the Knights, number 12, Kai Freesom.
So Lopez will be at first base with the walk, and that'll bring up Kai Freesom. He reached base on a walk himself to start the top half of the 2nd inning, which turned into a 3-run 2nd inning for the Knights. And he'll swing at the first pitch, fouling that one out of play for strike 1. And that'll be a ball one. So 1-1 pitch coming up to Kai Friesen from Gonzalez. And that'll be outside for ball two. So count's going to be 2-1 to Friesen, Kai Friesen. And that one will be inside for ball three. And the 3-1 pitch on the way is going to be outside for ball four. So that'll put two runners on the base pads on back-to-back walks.
Now batting for the Knights, number 6, Kobe Summers.
So that'll bring up Kobe Summers, who reached base on an error by the first baseman and then scored the second run of the inning for the Knights. He steps up to the plate with two Knights on the base pads. Lopez at second. Kai Friesen at first, and he'll look at the first pitch for strike one from Gonzalez. Squaring around to bunt, pulls back for ball one. One pitch on the way. Once again, scored around to bunt. Bunts that one foul for strike two. Nobody out here in the top half of the third inning. Up to this point, the score still remains Lockhart Lions 6, McCallum Knights 4. Count is 1-2 to Summers. Lopez and Kai on the base pads for the Knights. Big breaking ball, chopping that one down the left side to remain in the batter's box, 1-2. One-two pitch hit right back to the pitcher, over to third as Gage Deutsch will step on the bag for out number one. But runners will advance.
Now batting for the Knights, number 2, Lear Friesen.
So Lear Friesen will come up to the plate. He singled his first plate appearance and scored the third and final run in the top half of the second. So the first pitch to Lear is ball one. And look at the 1-0 pitch for ball two. So as we stand on the base pads, Kai Friesen is at second base. Kobe Summers at first, reaching on a fielder's choice. And that one's going to be high and away, or inside, for ball three. 3-0 to count. And the 3-0 pitch will have a strike one call right down the middle. 3-1 to count. A swing and a miss for strike 2. And that'll make the count full to Lear Freesom. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Kai at second base, Summers at first. And that one's going to be tipped right back into the glove for strike 3. And out number 2.
Now batting for the Knights, number 1, Wyatt Cunningham.
So Wyatt Cunningham will be stepping up to the plate for the 3rd time tonight. He is 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And he'll look at the first pitch from Gonzalez for strike 1 on the outside corner. And the on-deck circle for the Knights will be number 10, Nico Sanchez. We have 2 outs here in the top half of the 3rd. And that one's going to be tipped back to the glove for strike 2. So 0-2 count with 2 outs to the leadoff hitter, Wyatt Cunningham. And he'll call timeout at the plate. Big breaking ball, just missing up high for ball 1. That one's going to be hit right back to the pitcher over to first base for out number 3. And the Lions will get out of this without giving up a run. I mean, no runs, no hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. After 2.5 innings of play, it is Lockhart Lions 6. McCallum Knights 4. And we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Lockhart's Daily Grind is located at 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or visit our other location, Kyle's Daily Grind, at 607 West Center Street in Kyle, Texas. We proudly provide a quality cup of coffee organically grown from Honduras and amazing customer service with each visit. Sign up for our loyalty program that's redeemable at either location. Earn a point for every dollar spent to redeem discounts on future orders. Order online at Lockhart'sDailyGrind.com or KylesDailyGrind.com to stay ahead of your busy schedule. Let us cater your next event with hot and cold brewed coffee, lemonade, muffins, and more. Reach out at Lockhart'sDailyGrind@gmail.com. Lockhart's Daily Grind, 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, or Kyle's Daily Grind at 607 West Center Street in Kyle.
Leading off for the Lions, number 9, Giovanni Vasquez.
So Giovanni Vasquez will step up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 tonight with a single and was left stranded at second base to end the first inning. He'll look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way to Vasquez. That'll be outside for ball 2. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast of Lockhart Lion Baseball versus the Austin McCallum Knights. I'm Emilio Sars Waters, bringing you all the live play-by-play action. To my right is Paul Ancita working the scoreboard at the stadium and the Kent Riddle Property scoreboard on the broadcast, as he'll put up the 3-0 count. And, of course, I want to give a big shout-out to my wife, Blanca, who's watching the game back home. And to our QA, Kent Riddle. Huge supporter of Lockhart Lions Sports and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And Vasquez will get on base with a leadoff walk.
Now batting for the Lions, number 3, Gavin Gomez.
So that'll bring up Gavin Gomez up to the plate. He reached on an error to the shortstop back in the second inning, or back in the first inning, and walked to lead the game off for the Lions and scored in that big 6-run inning. And here he is back in the bottom half of the third inning with Vasquez at first base. Nobody out. Turn around to squared around to bunt. Bunts it foul down the right side for strike 1. So count's going to be no balls and 1 strike to Gonzalez. Once again showed bunt but pulled back for ball 1. That'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, squaring around, pulls back for ball 2. 2-1 the count. As the Knights have the third baseman charging in. Showing around bunt once again. Pitcher picks it up over to first base for out number 1, but Vasquez will advance to second.
Now batting for the Lions, number 1, Jacob Wisner.
So Wisnett will be stepping up to the plate. He is 1 for 2 tonight. They'll look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. Vasquez was able to advance to second base on the throw to first base off of the bunt from Gomez. So Wisnett will dig back into the batter's box, looking at a 1-0 count. And that one will be outside for ball 2. As Diego Barraz is still on the mound for the Knights. And that one will be low and outside for ball 3. As the count's going to be 3-0 to Wisnett. And I want to catch that outside corner for strike 1. So we're going to have a 3-1 pitch on the way. And that one's going to be called strike 2 on a delay call. So the count's going to be full with 1 out to Jacob Wisnett. 3-2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be hit off the fist to the second baseman. Over to first base. In time for out number 2. Vasquez will get to third.
Now batting for the Lions, number 7, Jacob Contreras.
So with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third inning, Contreras will step into the batter's box. He is 1 for 1 with the fielder's choice and a run scored in the first inning. And then single to right field back in the second inning. Looks at the first pitch outside for ball 1. And that one will be low for ball 2. 2-0 to count. Once again, there's 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third inning. Lockhart Lions with the lead over the McCallum Knights, 6-4. And that one to catch just enough for that outside corner for strike 1. And I want to catch that same portion of that outside corner for strike 2. 2-2 to count. Yeah, 2-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be high and outside for ball 3. And that'll make the count full to Contreras. And the on-deck circle is Nick Ojeda. He's 2 for 2 tonight. That one's going to be outside in the dirt for ball 4.
Now batting for the Lions, number 6, Nick Ojeda.
Yeah, it looks like they had a little, didn't catch it, but they tried getting Contreras in a pickle, and they overthrew the ball, which scored Vasquez from third. A little schoolyard baseball going on, sandlot baseball. Catching me off guard. So Nick Ojeda will step up to the plate. He is 2 for 2 tonight. 2 singles. Contreras is at second base. And a little check swing, an excuse me swing for strike 1. Huge breaking ball and a huge swing by Ojeda for strike 2. It looked like Ojeda was expecting a fastball, and Barras hung a curveball in there. That one's going to be hit towards the third baseman, coming up, throwing over to first, and unable to hang on. Oh, they're going to call him out at first. It looked like the first baseman dropped the ball. As Coach Honeycutt's going to go out there, we're going to hold on to what we got on the screen right now. They're going to have a meeting with the home plate umpire. And hopefully the umpire saw what we saw as the first baseman dropped the ball, wasn't able to hang on to it. And they're going to call him out after all, so that's going to do it. But not before the Lockhart Lions were able to put one run across the plate with no hits, no strikeouts, and one walk. The score is now Lockhart Lions 7, McCallum Knights 4. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
Gonzalez will remain on the mound for the Lions as Nico Sanchez will be leading things off here in the top half of the fourth inning. And he'll be looking at a first pitch for strike one. Nico Sanchez is 0 for 2 tonight. And that'll be high for ball one, 1-1 the count. And the on-deck circle for the Knights will be the pitcher, Diego Barras. That one will be hit hard towards center field as Vasquez will come up for it, and he'll make the squeeze for out number one.
Now batting for the Knights, number 9, Diego Barras.
So the pitcher, Barras, will be stepping into the batter's box. He is also 0 for 2 tonight. With the exception of that first inning, Barras has done an outstanding job on the mound for the Knights. He's looking at the first pitch for ball one. Of course, he gave up 6 runs in that big first inning for the Lions. So we're going to drive just over the shortstop Contreras, and Barras will reach on a single to left field.
Now batting for the Knights, number 20, J.J. Valles Solis.
So Solis will step into the batter's box with 1 out. As Barras reached on a single to left field, he'll be sitting at first base. Big breaking ball for strike one to start things off for Solis. A throw over to first base, not in time. And how about that, all you NCAA bracket buster fans? St. Peter defeats Purdue 67-64. So number 15 is going to the Elite 8 for the first time. That one's going to be swung on by Solis down the right side. And that'll be foul for strike 2. There's always got to be one every year, a bracket buster. But this one's going to the Elite 8. Well, they swung on and fouled away. Of course, Purdue was the one that put the men's basketball team for the Texas Longhorns out of the tournament last week. So they'll begin their fishing post ready with the Longhorns to go fishing. 0-2 count to Solis with 1 out. Barras at first base. And that one just missing on the outside for ball one. want to thank Kent Riddle for the NCAA updates. Of course, Butch Velasquez. How about them St. Peter's teams? That one's going to be outside. Gets away from Bryant. That one's going to be outside for ball 2. But Oz will get to second on a pass ball. Yeah, so Solis will be looking at a 2-2 count. Two pitch on the way. That'll be inside in the dirt. That'll make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Solis. So full count pitch to Solis on the way as Gonzalez looks over to second base. Will deliver the pitch and just missing on the outside for ball 4. And that'll put 2 runners on the base paths for the Knights.
Now batting for the Knights, number 18, Andy Honey.
So the first baseman, Andy Honey, comes up to the plate with 2 runners on the base paths. But Oz at second, Solis at first with 1 out. Well, that one will be low for ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way. Outside in the dirt for ball 2. So 2-0 count to Honey. And a timeout's going to be called at the plate by Bryant. So the count's going to be 2-0 to Honey with 1 out. 2 runners on the base paths. And that one will find the strike zone for strike 1. So Honey will be looking at a 2-1 count. Once again on the base paths for the Knights. Baraz at second. Solis at first. And Gonzalez is going to step off the rubber. He'll reset himself. Two 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 pitch on the way. And that one's going to miss on the outside for ball 3. And that'll make the count full. And the on-deck circle will be Pablo Lopez. He is 0 for 1 with a base on balls. That one's going to be fouled back to the backstop. Foot race to the foul goes to the Lockhart Lions. As Jacob Mireles will one-up the Knights in that department. So the count will remain full, 3-2 to Honey. And that one will be outside for ball 4. And that'll load the bases up. Second straight walk.
Now batting for the Knights, number 7, Pablo Lopez.
Looks like Coach Roach is going to make his way out. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming into the game. Number 22 will be running for Honey. And that'll be Nathan Nagy, who went the distance on the mound for the Knights the other night. He'll be running for Honey. He'll be at first base. At second base will be Solis, and at third base will be Barras. Only one out here in the top half of the fourth inning. Lockhart Lions holding on to a 3-run lead, 7-4 over the McCallum Knights. Lockhart looking to split the district games, as the Knights won the first matchup on Monday night. And Gonzalez is going to remain on the mound for the Lions. All right, so Pablo Lopez will step into the batter's box with bases loaded. The infield remains at double play depth. Swing and a miss for strike one. Once again, Lopez is 0 for 1 tonight. And that one will be high for ball one. So 1-1 pitch on the way, and that's going to catch that outside corner for strike two. So the count's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lopez with 1 out. That one's going to be driven towards the shortstop, past the shortstop Contreras. They're going to wave the runner around from second. On the way home, an errant throw is going to get past Bryant. And 2 runs will score, as Barras and Solis will score. Nagy will go to third base, and Lopez will go to second.
Now batting for the Knights, number 12, Kai Friesen.
So that'll make the score now. Lockhart Lions 7, McCallum Knights 6. The tying run is at third base, and Coach Honeycutt's going to make his trip to the mound. And usually 9 times out of 10 when Coach Honeycutt makes his trip to the mound, we're going to have a pitching change. There was some action in the bullpen for the Lockhart Lions. And that's going to do it for Gonzalez. We're going to go and take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
Now pitching for the Lions, number 2, James Magallanes. All right, so new pitcher on the mound for the Lockhart Lions. That's going to be number 2, James Magallanes. As Ivan Gonzalez will go 4 1/3 inning of play. So Magallanes will be throwing his first pitch, and that'll be low and inside for ball 1. Kai Friesman at the plate. One 0 pitch on the way is going to be swung on and fouled out of play for strike 1. And that one will be called strike 2. 1 and 2 to count. Ivan Gonzalez went 4 1/3 of inning of play with 2 strikeouts, 7 base on balls, 4 hits, and 6 runs. If the Lions could hold off and stay in the lead, Gonzalez will earn the victory. A pop up to the second baseman. Gomez makes an excellent catch for out number 2. Now batting for the Knights, number 16, John Dietz. So Kobe Summers will have a pinch hitter coming in. It's Dietz. And he'll be coming in facing James Magallanes with 2 runners in scoring position. Got Nagy at third. Pablo Lopez at second. And that one's going to be high and inside for ball 1 to Dietz. Another one high and inside. As Dietz working on his bobbing and weaving. 2-0 to count. Swinging a drive to left field as Wisnitz sliding over and just lost track of that one, and 2 runs will come across the plate as Nagy and Lopez will come across the plate as Dietz will get to second on an error. As Kobe Summers will be going out to run. Now batting for the Knights, number 2, Lear Friesen. So that'll give the Knights the lead 8-7. And that one's going to be popped out of play for strike one. So Lear Friesen will be looking at an 0-1 count. And the 0-1 pitch to Lear Friesen is going to be right in there for strike two. So 0-2 count with 2 outs. Check swing, drop third strike over to first base. And Magallanes will get his first strikeout of the game. So after 3.5 innings of play, the Knights put 4 runs on the board to retake the lead, 8-7 over the Lockhart Lions. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Head on down to Commerce Cafe at the corner of Commerce and Market Street in the heart of historic downtown Lockhart for a meal that'll make the whole family happy. Wash down our Statesman-approved chicken fried steak with an old-fashioned root beer float. Keeping healthy? Grab a peach salad and roasted chicken. We can't wait to see y'all at Commerce Cafe at the corner of Commerce and Market Street in the heart of historic downtown Lockhart.
Now batting for the Lions, number 16, Ethan Mendez.
So here we are, bottom half of the 4th inning, as the Knights retake the lead on the top half of the 4th, putting 4 runs across the plate. Here we are with Ethan Mendez to lead things off. And he sends a line drive up the middle to start things off for the Lions here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Now batting for the Lions, number 4, Ethan Bryant.
And it looks like we might be getting a courtesy runner coming into the game. All right, so we're going to have a courtesy runner coming into the game for Mendez. That's going to be Jesse Ancita. And he'll take first base while Bryant will step into the batter's box. And Bryant will look at the first pitch for strike one. Throw over to first base. And Ancita will slide back safely underneath the tag. As Nathan Nagy is now playing first base for Honea. Scoring around to bunt as Bryant bunts it down the right side, and that's going to go foul. So he'll go back to the batter's box, and he'll be looking at an 0-2 count. So 0-2 count to Bryant. And see that at first base, and that one's going to be outside for ball one. Trying to get Bryant to chase after that one. And that one will be outside once again for ball two. Even up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And out number 1.
Now batting for the Lions, number 2, James Magallanes.
So James Magallanes will be stepping into the batter's box, as he'll be batting for Ivan Gonzalez as he came in for relief. And that one will catch that outside corner for strike 1. Once again, Ancida at first base. Running for Ethan Mendez, who's sent a line drive to center field. Throw over to first base, not in time. So only 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th. That one's going to be up and away for ball 1. 1-1 the count. And that one's going to be low and in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 the count. And that one will be outside for ball 3. 3-1 to count. And the on-deck circle for the Lions is going to be number 10, Gage Deutsch. Well, right now, Magallanes is at the plate, looking at a 3-1 count. He'll take a swing at that one. Third baseman trying to backhand it, will not be able to come up with it. So that'll be a single for Magallanes, as Ancida will go to third base, or second base.
Now batting for the Lions, number 10, Gage Deutsch.
All right, so 2 runners on the base pads. Ancida at second. Magallanes at first. Gage Deutsch at the plate. Freshman third baseman for the Lions. He squares around to show bunt. Fouls that one back to the backstop. Gage is 0 for 2 today. One pitch on the way, squared around the show bunt, fouls it off the tip of the bat for strike 2. 0-2 to count with 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th. As Baraz turns the second. Puts Ancita back on the bag. Ancita at second base. Magallanes at first. Deutsch at the plate. Big breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll be the second strikeout of the inning for the Lions.
Now batting for the Lions, number 9, Giovanni Vasquez.
So Vasquez will step up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with the base on balls and a run score. And he'll be swinging at the first pitch, fouls it off the fist. Out of play for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Vasquez sends that one to the shortstop. Underhanded to second base, and that'll do it. Lions unable to put a run across the plate, so after 4 innings of play, it is Austin McCallum Knights 8, Lockhart Lions 7. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're looking for a custom-made tumbler for yourself or as a gift, Shimmer Me tumblers can create what you need. From the pro sports like the NFL and the NBA, as well as college sports and Lockhart Lion sports, and inspirational tumblers. At Shimmer Me Tumblers we can also create custom-made pens and mechanical pencils. So if it's a custom-made pen, mechanical pencil or tumbler, we can create just about any design to give your tumbler, pen and pencil a one-of-a-kind look. So, just look no further than Shimmer Me Tumblers designed by Blanca and Emilio Juarez. You can find us on Facebook, or you can email us at juarez0725@icloud.com.
Now batting for the Knights, number 1, Wyatt Cunningham.
All right, so Wyatt Cunningham will be coming up to the plate to lead things off for the Knights. He is 1 for 2 tonight. Magallanes still on the mound for the Lions. Coming in for relief for Gonzalez, and he'll throw the first pitch strike to Cunningham. A swing and a drive to left field as Wisnut's backing up. And he'll make the squeeze for out number 1. That'll bring up Nico Sanchez up to the plate.
Now batting for the Knights, number 10, Nico Sanchez.
So Nico Sanchez once again will be coming up to the plate. Mags delivers the first pitch strike once again. Nico is 0 for 3 tonight. Swinging a drive to right field. Ojeda will camp underneath, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting for the Knights, number 9, Diego Barras.
So Diego Barras will be coming up to the plate, the pitcher for the Knights. He is 1 for 3 tonight with 1 run scored. And he'll look at the first pitch, high for ball 1. As we are here in the top half of the 5th inning with 2 outs. And he'll look at that 1-0 pitch for strike 1. 1-1 count from Magallanes. Once again, 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning. Swinging a ground ball hit to left field. And Barras will get his second base hit in a row to left field. That'll bring up J.J. Valles-Solis up to the plate.
Now batting, number 20, J.J. Valles-Solis.
So Valles-Solis will be coming up to the plate, the designated hitter for the Knights. He's 1 for 2 with the base on balls and a run scored. He'll look at the first pitch, low for ball 1. And Barras at first base. Getting the base hit to left field. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Count is 1-1 with 2 strikes here in the top half of the 5th inning. That one's going to be hit to Contreras, trying to backhand it, and that'll get to the outfield.
Now batting for the Knights, number 18, Andy Honey.
So Andy Honey will come back into the ball game as Nagy batted for him his last inning. Honey will come back up to the plate. And there'll be 2 runners on the base pads. Barras at second, Solis at first. Honey is 1 for 2 tonight. And he'll look at the first pitch for strike 1. One pitch on the way, just missing on the inside for ball 1. That one's going to be popped up to the right side as Mendez is camping underneath it. And he'll make the squeeze for out number 3. So the Lions will keep the Knights from scoring here in the top half of the 5th inning. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
Leading off for the Lions, number 3, Gavin Gomez.
All right, so here we are in the bottom half of the 5th inning as Gavin Gomez will be leading things off for the Lions. He's 0 for 1 tonight, reaching on an error and a base on balls and scoring. Swinging on the first pitch to the shortstop, backhanded, throws the first base in time for out number 1.
Now batting for the Lions, number 1, Jacob Wisnett.
So Wisnett will be stepping into the batter's box. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a run scored back in the first inning. And he'll look at the first pitch, low and inside for ball 1. As we are here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, it is 8-7. And that one will be low and in the dirt for ball 2. And in the on-deck circle is Jacob Contreras. And that one to catch the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 the count now to Wisnett. And that one will just miss on the outside for 3. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th. And that one's going to be outside for ball 4. And Wisnett will take his place at first.
Now batting for the Lions, number 7, Jacob Contreras.
All right, so Contreras will step into the batter's box. He is 1 for 1 with a fielder's choice and the base on balls and a run scored in the first inning. Sends this one to left field for another base hit. As Wisnett will go to first and second base.
Now batting for the Lions, number 6, Nick Ojeda.
So Ojeda comes up to the plate with 2 runners on the base pads. Ojeda is 2 for 3 tonight. And he's going to take that one off the back blade, shoulder blade, and that'll load the bases up for the Lions.
Now batting for the Lions, number 16, Ethan Mendez.
So Mendez steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Bases are loaded. Wisnett at third base, Contreras at second. Ojeda at first. And he'll look at the first pitch, low for ball 1. Well, that one will be high for ball 2. So the tying run is at third base. Go-ahead run is at second. Insurance run at first. And Mendez will send that one towards center field deep. That'll be caught. The runner's going to tag up from third easily, and Wisnett will score to tie the game up on a sac fly to center field.
Now batting for the Lions, number 4, Ethan Bryant.
So Ethan Bryant steps up to the plate with 2 outs. Got Contreras at second, Ojeda at first. And Bryant will look at the first pitch for strike 1. Bryant is 1 for 2 tonight. He'll take a swing at that one, fouls it off down the right side. Count is 0-2. Magallanes in the on-deck circle for the Lions. And that one's going to be high and inside for ball 1. 1-2 to count. And Brian's going to call timeout. Of course, want to give a big shout out to the center fielder for the Knights. Came up with a huge catch. That's Wyatt Cunningham, the leadoff batter for the Knights. Made an excellent grab off the deep fly from Mendez. And Brian will call timeout once again. So 1-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be outside for ball 2. So count is evened up at 2 apiece with 2 outs. And that one's going to be way outside for ball 3. That'll make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. So we'll probably be seeing Contreras and Ojeda taking off on the pitch. And that one's going to be outside for ball 4. And once again, the bases are going to be loaded. As Contreras will be at third, Ojeda at second, Bryant at first.
Now batting for the Lions, number 2, James Magallanes.
So Magallanes will come into the batter's box, and Luis Flores will be going out to first base to courtesy run for Bryant. Swinging on the first pitch, and that one's going to be just foul. And that'll be strike 1 to Magallanes. Once again, bases loaded with 2 outs. Lions put 1 run across the plate. Bases loaded. Big breaking ball missing way outside for ball 1. 1-1 to count. So 1-1 pitch from Barras on the way. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Two-one pitch on the way. And that one's going to catch that outside corner for strike 2. So 2-2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be fouled back to the backstop. Count will still remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. All right, here we go. 2-2 pitch with 2 outs, bases loaded. Magallanes at the plate. And he'll look at that one outside for ball 3. So once again, the count is full. We got Contreras at third, Ojeda at second, Flores at first. Magallanes at the plate with a full count. Runners will be on the move on the pitch. Three-two pitch on the way. That one's going to be swung on and fouled out of play. That sounded like a busted window out there. So we're going to do this all over again. Game is all tied up as the Lions were able to put 1 run across the plate as Wisnut stepped on home plate to make it 8-8. And here we are, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. That one's going to be tipped and fouled away. And Magallanes, who is on the mound now for the Lockhart Lions, and Jacob Ramirez is a pitcher on the mound for the Knights. And there we go. The crowd is getting riled up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, 2 outs, bases loaded. And that one's going to be ball 4. And Contreras will score. Ojeda goes to third. Flores to second. Magallanes to first. And that'll bring up Gage Deutsch up to the plate, the freshman third baseman. And the Lions will retake the lead, 9-8. Here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Now batting for the Lions, number 10, Gage Deutsch.
All right, so this is how we sit. Ojeda at third base. Luis Flores running for O'Brien at second. And Magallanes at first base with Gage Deutsch, the freshman, at the plate. And he'll look at the first pitch inside for ball 1. Jacob Ramirez on the mound for the Knights. The 1-0 pitch will be outside for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch will be called strike 1 right down the middle. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That'll even up the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. And that one's going to be called third strike right on the outside corner, and that'll leave the bases full to end the inning here in the bottom half of the 5th. But not before the Lockhart Lions able to put 2 runs across the plate and retake the lead. So after 5 innings of play, it is Lockhart Lions 9, McCallum Knights 8. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
At One Ghost Fitness, our main focus is providing a premium one-on-one personal training experience. Our comfortable and friendly environment ensures each person reaches their maximum potential. Coach Andrea and Coach Hector are ready for your fitness journey. We can train any individual from women to men ages 60 plus. If you've had knee, shoulder, or back problems recently, we can help. We train high school or college athletes with strength and mobility, and regular people just wanting to live a better life and lose some fat on the way. We're located at 903 Fannin Street in Lockhart, Texas, or you can reach us at 512-787-6271. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. One Ghost Fitness.
Now batting for the Knights, number 7, Pablo Lopez.
All right, so Pablo Lopez will be stepping up to the plate to lead things off for the Knights here in the top half of the 6th inning. Lockhart Lions able to put 2 runs across the plate in the bottom half of the 5th inning to retake the lead 9-8. Magallanes still at the plate, and he's going to hit Lopez on the first pitch. As Coach Honeycutt is out there to talk about it. So now he's going to go out there and talk to the field umpire. Probably going to talk about him leaning into it. So it's going to go down as a hit by pitch.
Now batting for the Knights, number 12, Kai Freesum.
All right, so Kai Freesum will be coming up to the plate. When the ball bounced away from Brian over to second. And Lopez is going to slide in safely. Freesum is 0 for 1 with 2 base on balls and 1 run scored. Magallanes still on the mound for the Lions. And he'll hit Priestman. So that'll put 2 Knights on the base pads.
Now batting for the Knights, number 6, Colby Summers.
So the first 2 base runners get on the base pads. On hit by pitches. Got Lopez at second, Kai Freesum at first. As Magallanes turned to look at second. And that one's going to catch that outside corner for strike 1 to lead things off to Colby Summers. Once again, top of the 6th inning, nobody out. Lockhart with the 1-run lead, 9-8 over the McCallum Knights. Summers squared around to show bunt. Fouls that one back for strike 2. So that'll make the count 0-2 to the left fielder, Summers. And that one a miss on the outside for ball 1. 1-2 to count. Swinging a drive to left field as Wisnet's going to go over. They're going to send the runner from second home. Ball's going to get away from the third baseman. The throw to third is going to get away from Gage, and the runner will come home. That'll be Kai Friesman coming in to score. And Pablo Lopez, as Kobe Summers will go all the way to third.
Now batting for the Knights, number 2, Lear Freesom.
So just like that, the Knights retake the lead 10-9. And the first pitch to Lear Freesom is going to be in there for strike one. Nobody out as Kobe Summers is at third base. Swing and a miss for strike two. On a huge swing by Lear Freesom. And the on-deck circle will be the leadoff batter for the Knights, Wyatt Cunningham. And that one's going to be popped up on the infield as Mendez is coming up. He'll make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting for the Knights, number 1, Wyatt Cunningham.
So Wyatt Cunningham will step into the batter's box. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Excuse me, he's 1 for 3 tonight with a 1 run scored. First pitch is going to be behind Cunningham for ball 1. And that one will be a breaking ball for strike 1. 1-1 to count to Cunningham. And that one will hit Cunningham, and he'll go to first base.
Now batting for the Knights, number 10, Nico Sanchez.
So Nico Sanchez will be stepping into the batter's box with 2 runners on the corners. Runner goes. Cunningham goes to second, and he'll steal it. The throw down to third. Not in time, as Kai Friesman will be safe. And Wyatt Cunningham will get a stolen base as he heads over to second. And that'll be ball 1 to Nico Sanchez. Only 1 out here in the. That one's going to be hit towards the shortstop. Coming home with it. And they're going to get the runner out at home for out number 2. The throw to second. They're going to get the runner trying to advance, Nico Sanchez. And just like that, the Lions are going to be out of the inning. But not before the Knights put 2 more runs on the across the plate and retake the lead 10-9. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Lockhart's Daily Grind is located at 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or visit our other location, Kyle's Daily Grind, at 607 West Center Street in Kyle, Texas. We proudly provide a quality cup of coffee organically grown from Honduras and amazing customer service with each visit. Sign up for our loyalty program that's redeemable at either location. Earn a point for every dollar spent to redeem discounts on future orders. Order online at Lockhart'sDailyGrind.com or KylesDailyGrind.com to stay ahead of your busy schedule. Let us cater your next event with hot and cold brewed coffee, lemonade, muffins, and more. Reach out at Lockhart'sDailyGrind@gmail.com. Lockhart's Daily Grind, 1408 South Main Street in Lockhart, or Kyle's Daily Grind at 607 West Center Street in Kyle.
Now leading off for the Lions, number 9, Giovanni Vasquez. So leading off for the Lions here in the bottom half of the 6th inning is going to be Giovanni Vasquez, as the Lions gave up 2 runs to the Knights in the top half of the 6th, and the Knights retake the lead 10-9. Giovanni Vasquez at the plate. He'll swing at the first pitch down the left side, and that's going to be just foul for strike 1. Vasquez is 1 for 2 tonight with a base on balls and a run scored. And still on the mound for the Knights is Jacob Ramirez. And that one's going to be high and outside for ball 1. 1-1 to count. Or Giovanni Vasquez is a neighbor of mine. Had some great words with his grandmother the other day, appreciating the broadcast. As that one's going to be foul tip back to the glove of the catcher for strike 2. 1-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. Now batting for the Lions, number 3, Gavin Gomez. So Gavin Gomez will step into the batter's box. He is 0 for 2 tonight with a base on balls and a run scored. He'll look at the first pitch, low and outside for ball 1. A check swing and a miss for strike 1. That one's going to be outside for ball 2. That'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike. And the on-deck circle for the Lions is number 1, Jacob Wisnant. And that one to catch that outside corner for strike 2. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a drive to center field. Center fielder's coming in, and Cunningham will make the catch for out number 2. Now batting for the Lions, number 1, Jacob Wisnant. So the left fielder and sophomore Jacob Wisnett will be stepping into the plate. He's 1 for 3 with the base on balls and 2 runs scored, and he's going to get hit by the pitch. And he'll go to first base.
Now batting for the Lions, number 7, Jacob Contreras.
So Jacob Contreras will be stepping up to the plate with 2 outs. Wisnett at first base after getting hit by the pitch. And Contreras will look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. A 1-0 pitch. I'm going to catch that outside corner for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And that one will be outside for ball 2. So the count is 2-1 now. Tying run is at first base for the Lions. And that one will be outside for ball 3. 3-1 count to Jacob Contreras. And that one to catch the outside corner for strike 2. The count's going to be full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Wisnett will be on the move. And that'll be swung on a hit down the right side. That one will slice foul. In the on-deck circle for the Lions is going to be number 6, Nick Ojeda. So here we go again, 3-2 on the way. Swung on hit to the shortstop. Over to first base. And that's going to bounce out of the glove of the whole knee. And Wisnett will be safe at second. Contreras at first.
Now batting for the Lions, number 6, Nick Ojeda.
So Nick Ojeda, who is 2 for 3 tonight with the run scored, will be stepping into the batter's box with 2 runners on the base paths with 2 outs. Wisnett at second, Contreras at first. Wisnett representing the tying run at second base. And that one's going to be foul, or look like it went off his hand. I don't know about you, Paul, but I've been laying down on the ground. The home plate umpire called it foul. You could almost hear it go off a bone. It didn't look like he was taking a swing at it. Looked like he was more taking a defensive posture, but they're going to call it strike 1 to Ojeda. So here we go with 2 outs with 1 strike to Ojeda. That one to be outside for ball 1. 1-1 to count. And that one's going to catch that outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 to count to Ojeda. Wisnett at second base. Contreras at first. And that one will be poked into left field. And Wisnett's going to be sent home. The throw's going to be cut off. And they're going to get Wisnett out at home plate for the third out. So after 6 innings of play, McCallum Knights 10, Lockhart Lions 6. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back for the 7th and final inning right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Kent Riddle Properties has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being one of the top sponsors of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
So Kai Friesman will be stepping into the batter's box. He'll take a look at the first pitch for strike one. And 2 outs here in the top half of the 7th inning. Swinging a drive off the fist down the left side for strike two. That'll be foul. Kai Friesman is 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a hit by pitch, but has scored twice. He's up to bat with 2 runners on the base pads with 2 outs. Great stop by Ethan Bryant. Backhanding that one to keep it in front of him. As we have O'Neill at second, Lopez at first. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And the Lions get out of the inning without giving up another run. So we go into the bottom half of the 7th inning, 7th and final inning. Lockhart Lions trail 10-9 against the McCallum Knights. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Leading off for the Lions, number 16, Ethan Mendez.
So here we go, bottom of the 7th inning. Lions need 1 to continue the game on and need 2 to win it as Ethan Mendez steps into the batter's box. He is 1 for 3. Here, look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch will be outside for ball 2. Ethan did have a sacrifice fly back in the 5th inning that scored a run. This one sends out to the left field. That one's back, and that is gone. Foul. That one was just foul. I took my glasses off, so I didn't get to see where it landed at, but apparently it bounced off the fence. Just foul. So the count's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike as I put my glasses back on. That one was just foul. As we have a coach coming out. Mendez got a hold of that one. Great show of power by the freshman. So the count's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike with nobody out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Ramirez still on the mound. Throws that one outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Ethan Bryan is on deck for the Lions. And that one will catch the corner for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that one will be fouled back as Mendez will stay in the batter's box. So everybody resets. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ramirez with the pitch. Swung on to the shortstop. Coming up, throwing over to first. O'Neill able to make the tag for out number 1.
Now batting for the Lions, number 4, Ethan Bryant.
So Bryant will be digging in with 1 out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And he'll swing at the first pitch, fouling that one out of play for strike 1. Bryant is 1 for 2. And he'll send that one back up the middle. Shortstop sliding over to his left. Makes the throw, a slide, and he gets pulled away from the bag, and Bryant is going to slide in safely at first. Great hustle by Bryant. The first base umpire said that the first baseman was pulled off the bag. As we await, Magallanes will be coming up to bat next. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming into the game. And that'll be number 15, Luis Flores. He'll be coming in to run for Brian as the home plate umpire is going to get in on the action. Talk about the play that just occurred. Very close play as Brian on the hustle slid into first base. And the first base umpire said that the first baseman, O'Neill, was pulled off the bag with the throw. And they're going to call him safe.
Now batting for the Lions, number 2, James Magallanes.
So Magallanes will step into the batter's box. He's got a single and a walk. And he is 1 for 1 tonight. As Luis Flores is at first base running for Bryant. A drive to center field. And the center fielder is going to make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting for the Lockhart Lions, number 17, Sean Schexnader.
So Sean Schexnader comes in to bat for Gage Deutsch. with 2 out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Louis Flores at first base representing the tying run. And Schexnayder will look at the first pitch high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch will be high for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Sean Schexnayder. And that one will be low for ball 3. Giovanni Vasquez is in the on-deck circle before we head back to the top of the lineup with Gavin Gomez. So 3-0 pitch on the way to Schexnayder. And that one to catch the inside corner for strike 1. 3-1 to count. A swing and a ground ball hit in between first and second. Nice play by the second baseman out to first. Not in time as Schexnayder's going to beat the throw. And an infield single as Flores will go to second.
Now batting for the Lions, number 9, Giovanni Vasquez.
So Giovanni Vasquez will step into the batter's box. He is 1 for 3 tonight with the base on balls and a run score. And he'll look at the first pitch for strike 1. The tying run is at second base, and his name is Louis Flores. The go-ahead run at first base by the name of Sean Schexnayder. But right now, Vasquez is at the plate looking at an 0-1 count. Make that a 1-1 count as that one's outside for ball 1. And 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 7th. McCallum Knights 10, Lockhart Lions 9. As we are in another thriller of a ball game between these two ball teams. And that one to catch that outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way, breaking ball way outside for ball 2. Trying to get Vasquez a chase after that. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on the base pads. That one's going to be strike 3. And the catcher's going to make the catch, and that's going to do it. That's going to be ball game. As the McCallum Knights hold off the Lockhart Lions by a final of 10-9. And the Lockhart Lions will go to 3-2 in district play, while the McCallum Knights will survive and go to 5-0 in district play. So we're going to take a quick timeout. And when we come back, we're going to have your Recon Athlete post-game show right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
The golden age of recruiting is now. It doesn't matter if you're in a small town. If you can ball, we'll find you. When you dominate there, your 5-star talent can't be questioned. Dance that dance. Back-to-back state titles helps your exposure. We'll promote you until you commit. Speed is what they desire, and when you're a legacy to speed, you leave no doubt. It's fun to be fast. Welcome to Recon Athlete, where we identify, reveal, and promote student athletes.
And we are back for your Recon Athlete post-game show as your McCallum Knights defeat the Lockhart Lions by a final of 10-9. I want to thank all you Knight fans and Lockhart Lions fans for tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast. And, of course, for the Recon Athlete post-game show, we have your Recon Athlete honors and your Recon Athlete players of the game for tonight versus the McCallum Knights. It's going to be number 7, Jacob Contreras, and number 6, Nick Ojeda. So congratulations to those two Lions. You are tonight's Recon Athlete players of the game. So that's going to do it for us tonight. McCallum Knights go to 5-0 in district play, while the Lockhart Lions go to 3-2. Guys, they're going to have a 2-game set next week against the Anderson Trojans. And I'll get with you. Look on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast Facebook page and get information on dates and times, as we will be there to broadcast both those games. But tonight, that's going to do it from Lions Field. Austin McCallum comes away in another close one, 10-9 over the Lockhart Lions. And like I always say, you could take the line out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by the main sponsor, Recon Athlete. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!